20,000 of these actually have been spoken for. It's the largest umbrella we've presented this year. It's an 11-foot round patio umbrella with a tilt, and it comes with a cover that has a really nice over-the-shoulder sling, M80957. Garden Reflections is a boutique brand here at the Q that helps us reimagine our garden and our outdoor spaces. And look at this price, $59.99. You're saving $49. This is shipping to you for free, so you're getting some extra value there. If you use Easy Pay, $15 is all you need. Now we had it in 2, 4, 6. So we started out with 8 colors. Don't mind me, just counting my card out loud. 8 colors. We now have 2. That's how popular these have been. We have your multi-stripe, and then we have your taupe. This is 11 feet, so that is massive for that amazing price of $59.99. We're gonna bring in Jordan Carson. She is our brand ambassador. Hello, I'm like, these umbrellas are so big, they're gonna hide you.
Honey.
I love. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going great.
You got the floral note, huh?
I feel like everyone's in florals right now. We're so excited. The weather's beautiful.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
We needed that. Now, speaking of the weather being beautiful,
Yes.
right? Those sunny days we wish for, they're also the ones where we go, oh my gosh, it's so sunny, and now I can't have everybody over because it's too hot and we can't eat outside.
It's so right.
Solution.
Yes, this is the solution. You definitely don't want to be that family that, you know, you invite people over and everyone says, we'd love to come over, but they never have any shade. Yeah. You don't have that problem anymore. This is by Garden Reflections. As you know, it is our boutique brand here at QVC, and so you're not going to find pieces like this anywhere else. But look at this. I'm going to stand under the umbrella with you, 11 feet in diameter. This is really the shade that you want.
Yep.
So, okay, I'm gonna go through some of the specs with you because this is really the umbrella that you didn't realize that you needed until you get it home and you're like, this has made my life so much easier. So 11 feet in diameter across, and then you've got 8.4 feet in height. But what I love about this is there's so many things here that are really hard to find when you find an 11-foot umbrella. And one of those things is the tilt technology. So we know the sun goes from one side to the next when you're outside and you're always kind of, you're doing this little dance, right? Trying to stay under the umbrella. You don't have to do that anymore because you do have this tilt. So with the push of one button right here, look at this. This can fall, cascade. Look at how beautiful that is. And now I'm gonna cover you so the shade is over you. Look at how beautiful this is. And it's with the touch of one button, which I think is just so smart and so fantastic.
So you're not cranking anything, you're not having to physically move it around.
That's right.
Wow.
Which is, yeah, it's one of those wow moments. So this is about 1.5 inches in diameter on the steel pole. And so if you want to put this into a base, you can absolutely do that. You want to make sure the base is 90 pounds though, to make sure this is held sturdy. But you could put this in the center of a table and then in the base underneath as well. There's just so many things you can do with this. It is fade resistant, it is weather resistant, water resistant, and water repellent too. So this is going to be great year after year, and it's going to stand the test of time.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about a lot of beautiful things in this last hour, but this is like that problem solution moment in the show.
It is.
Where, you know, like you said, you didn't even know you needed it or thought that something like this existed, but you get this home and you say, thank goodness, now I can work outside, right? So many of us now are on our computers outside doing work as the weather gets nice, or you're hosting those barbecues, the graduation parties, the anniversary parties. Now you can do it in your backyard because you have that shade. I mean, the price is phenomenal, but again, you can only find this here at the Q, and right, we cut out the middleman. That's how we're able to get these prices down to something like $59.99.
I mean, unheard of.
Stores
it's unheard
with the door, what? This would be like, sale price, $250.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Like,
I think we've seen it in the garden magazines, and you see these beautiful pieces, and then you look at the price, and you're like, oh, we're gonna put that on my wish list.
Yeah, and
right?
they're like 6 feet. They're not 11 feet.
Yes.
Like, this is massive.
And they don't tilt. I mean, this has so many different really, really cool features. Another one, I just want to point this out. I'm going to turn this around so you can see. This has additional ribs here, and that's really important because, you know, we have seen the Mary Poppins moment, right? Where the wind goes underneath the umbrella and then it, you know, is an umbrella the opposite direction that you need it to be. These additional ribs actually will hold this in place. It makes it more sturdy, and so you don't have to worry about having that Mary Poppins moment when you least expect it, because this is a sturdier umbrella because of that, and because this is steel, so this is corrosion resistant as well. So just a beautifully made piece and at a fantastic price.
Yeah, and this ships to you for free, so you're getting extra value there. You're also, you know, available to you is $15 on Easy Pay. So I mean, to me, like, I love Easy Pay because you're paying $15 now and then you have 3 months to pay it off. These are flying out of here. Now, if you want the taupe that you're seeing right here, we have fewer than 400 to go around. And then in multi-stripe, 750. And this is the more popular choice. Now this, like everything else in the last hour and the next hour, it's all retiring. So when we sell out, they're gone for good. And you know, I don't want you to have that moment where you're like, okay, I was watching the show and I totally forgot that I'm doing that party for my girlfriend in August and it's her birthday party. Where am I gonna have everybody? Because it's too sunny in my backyard. This is the answer. This is the answer for you right now. And you know what? I've been saying about a lot of things in this show because they're good giftables. If someone you know just bought a house,
great
and maybe
gift.
it's the first time they ever had a backyard. Maybe they're like me, they came from Brooklyn. They had a small backyard, but now they have like that big backyard here in PA or something. Get this for them, because that price is unbeatable, $59.99.
The price is unbeatable, and like I said, since this is from Garden Reflections, it's our own brand. We stand behind that. We know the quality is great. This has been made, tested, and tried, so it is that water resistant, water repellent. It is fade resistant. That's so important. Another feature that I just have to mention as well, when you look at the top of the umbrella, you also have this little piece right here, and you might be wondering what this is. This actually will allow for additional wind to come through, and so, you know, sometimes it gets really, really hot under an umbrella. Well, that will allow for an extra gust of wind to come through so you don't get overheated under there.
I thought
very
that was
smart,
just a
right?
decoration.
Very smart.
That's so smart. You guys are like Imagineers
Thank
with this
you.
stuff. And, you know, speaking of smart, look at this carry case.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very thoughtful. I love that you can, you know, it's pretty wide, so you can just sling it over your shoulder easily. Little drawstring right here, so just easy to store it as well.
It's easy to store, and it's easy to take from one place to the next. If you decide you're having a party in the back, you know, in the back of your home, and you maybe are doing a barbecue, but then you have kids that are playing in the front, and you want to take this from the backyard to the front yard, you can easily put this in the carrying case. It's only 17 pounds.
Oh.
So you would think this would be a very heavy piece, and it is not at all.
Great. $19.99. I'm still on the planter from 2 minutes ago. Lots of numbers to remember. $59.99 is your clearance price. Now, originally this was $109.
Yes.
So we're saving you $49 today, and then on top of that, you're saving $7.50 with the free shipping. How often do things ship to you for free, right?
So this is a run, don't walk.
Correct. And if you use Easy Pay, it's just $15 to get an 11-foot full umbrella that has that tilt technology we're going to talk about right now, comes with the cover. All you have to do is figure out where you're going to place it, and then you can get that base at QVC.com. We have some options for you. Like you said, it had to be a 90-pound base. Now, I just want to tell you again that item number, M80957, and remind you, we only have 2 options left. We started with 8. We have your multi-stripe, and then we have your taupe, and that's it, and then they're gone. So this is the show to get it, because now that the weather's turning, I feel like now everybody's like, what am I gonna do?
That's why they're going so quickly.
Ready, right? So that's why they're flying out of here. Over 20,000 have been spoken for, so.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite pieces, just because it does have everything that you wish that an umbrella had, and it's all right here. I love this. I have one at home, and we use it all the time.
Yeah, I have to get this. Hopefully it's still available before it's gone.
You better grab your phone.
I better go grab my phone in between the shows, because this is flying out. Because I just think of the old school umbrellas, right, that you would get. There were like plastic construction, and you could never really get them up. And just one gust of wind,
Mary Poppins.
And Mary Poppins, and there goes your umbrella, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I gotta go to the store, I gotta get a new one. It's faded by the end of the season.
That always happens.
But this, if you can tell our friends at home again, has just a laundry list, right? Fade resistant, all of those good things.
Of things that you really would want for your umbrella at your home. And you know, usually this is a huge investment. You know, patio furniture, your furniture that you have outside, it's an investment. This price, one, amazing. I don't know if we will do this price again, but this is fade resistant, it's rust resistant here on the metal. This is outdoor safe, obviously, and it is weather resistant. And so this is going to stand the test of time. 11 feet in diameter, that's huge. So if you did want to put this in a table like you're seeing there on the screen, you could do a table where you have 8 to 10 guests underneath. Not only is it going to shade all of those guests, but you can also tilt this from one side to the next.
I love that. Because of that water repellent fabric, I love that because you know what? You could be outside and you're all having a good time and there's a drizzle and you don't there's no chaos that has to ensue. Like, okay, we all have to leave because we're just like, take cover. You don't have to do that because it's going to just kind of like roll off and you don't have to worry. So this is just incredibly thoughtful. These are flying out of here. Over 20,000 have been spoken for. We started out with 8 colors. I want to remind you, we just have 2 left. Your taupe, your multi-stripe. It comes with this really thoughtful bag, so you can carry it from place to place. 11 feet, $59.99. That's a great price. If you went to any store with a door, guaranteed you're not paying that for something like this. And with this special tilt technology, I'd love if we can kind of go over that again, because I've actually never seen anything like that until I saw the umbrellas from Garden Reflections.
Yes, it's fantastic. And I love that we're talking about this again, because if you do find an 11-foot umbrella at the store, I mean, it doesn't have this technology. It is very, very hard to find, and we have that here. So I'm gonna pull this over. You just have to press your button, or this button right here with the touch of one finger, and you can pull this up. Here we go. And it goes from either side. You saw how that was coming back this way. It will tilt from right to left or front to back, just depending on how you have this positioned. And then if I want to tilt it again this way, look at that. I mean, it's so easy. And then you have those additional ribs at the top, which make it really, really sturdy. It is hard to find additional ribs like this. Usually you'll have 6. This has 8. And so you're not going to have, and we keep talking about the Mary Poppins moment, but I have been there walking in the rain and it is the worst, and then your hair is done. You don't have that with this umbrella. At 11 feet in diameter, this really has all the bells and whistles that you would want.
Yeah, and it's 11 feet in diameter. It's 8.5 inches in height, so you're getting some nice height.
Feet in height, yeah.
Feet in height. Oh my gosh, thank you. Feet in inches. I mean, at almost
There's
40,
a lot of numbers here because this really does do so much.
My card is jam-packed with information. This is the most prep I had to do for these 2 hours because there's so much. There's the value to talk about, right? So $49 is what you're saving. This started out at $109. It's now $59.99.
Wow.
You're getting more value with that free shipping. And then if you use Easy Pay, you have 4 months available to you. So just $15 today, and then you have 4 months to pay it off. This is also a moment where I'm like, if you don't have a Q card, you can always open one up on QVC.com. And if you get approved, you'll actually stretch those monthly payments to 5 months, and you'll get a $20 voucher you can use on your first purchase, which would now make this, right, doing the math, $40.
Wow. I mean,
11-foot umbrella.
It's pretty incredible, especially at this clearance price. I mean, I already have one of these, but I would get one for myself, and then I would send one to a friend because this is an incredible deal. And imagine getting this in the mail. I know you want one.
I do.
So,
Jordan, do you
want me to
send
send one to you? Oh my goodness, I'll have it from my daughter to your daughter.
Oh, I love that. That's so sweet. Well, because you know what? It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
It does.
You know, like I love spending time outdoors. It's so much fun, especially with Charlotte. But when the sun's beating down, I really don't have an outdoor umbrella. It's just something I didn't invest in when I moved here because I have like a little alcove in my backyard. But I'm like, this is so nice to have now that I'm starting to invest in my patio furniture and like we're redoing things. I need my little oasis. I need my space, and I want people to feel like I can go to Melissa's house and not, you know, and not be like, oh my gosh, it's so sunny, where are we gonna stay? I think this is dynamic, and I love the colors too, right? We have the multi-stripe.
That's my favorite.
When we say multi-stripe, we're not talking about like a rainbow of colors. I think these colors are just gonna look beautiful in everyone's backyard.
I love these colors. It's the mint green, and then you've got that beautiful red. Obviously, you and I both love red because
Yes.
we're wearing red.
Yes.
But it just adds that little like festive flair. And then you've got the taupes and the whites, and so this really does go in so many decor, settings, if
Yeah,
you will. But
absolutely.
I love this one so much. That's why it is so limited.
Yeah, and then we have the taupe. So maybe in this moment,